Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I will be showing you how to set up a monthly budget using Microsoft Excel and the 50-30-20 rule. I will also be explaining to you what the 50-30-20 rule is and why it makes a big difference. Disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor or expert. This video is for educational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. The 50-30-20 rule is a straightforward budgeting framework that divides after-tax income into three categories: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. It simplifies financial management by capping essential costs and ensuring consistent savings and discretionary spending. First, you will want to create an Excel spreadsheet. Then you'll want to list all the months. You can do this by simply entering January and February and then dragging it until December. Next, you'll want to keep track of your monthly income, as well as your different sources of income. Then, you'll want to add up your income, expenses, and net income. You'll need to create a cell for total income, total expenses, and net income. To add up the total income, use the formula equals sum and select the income of that month. Formatting the cells is optional, but I would recommend you to do it. Next, you will include your most important expenses, such as mortgages and car payments. These expenses are what you need the most on a monthly basis. I will only be using a made-up example in this video, but be sure to include your own expenses. You would then total up those expenses listed as your most important needs. You will also use the same equals some formula as before to add up your expenses. Once again, the example I'm using is simply for demonstration purposes. You will then repeat this process for any expenses that falls under the wants category. You will also need to add up these expenses at the end. Lastly, you would need to list some of your saving goals, such as traveling plans or emergency funds. You will also add up your total savings at the end. The next step is to add up all those expenses that occurred in that month. You can do this by using the same equals some formula, but this time you will select individual amounts in the total needs, total wants, and total savings cells. To get your net income, you will subtract your expenses from your income. Congratulations! You have successfully created a budgeting tracker using Excel. You can use this to keep track of your earning and expenses. By doing so, you can make adjustments on your spending, prioritizing on what you need versus what you don't really need. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more in the future.